Imagine a world where medical tests are guesswork, environmental data is unreliable, and manufacturing materials fails without warning. Without strict quality control, a laboratory is just a room full of expensive chaos. Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm ELLYNA DANIA BINTI MOHAMAD. I'm going to bring you guys together to dive into ISO 17025 on how laboratories stay accredited and reliable. ISO 17025 is actually the premier international standard that outlines the requirement for the competence, impartially, and consistent operation of testing and calibration laboratories. But here is where many laboratories fall into dangerous trap, which they taking things too lightly after earning the accreditation. ISO 17025 isn't a one-time trophy. To avoid losing credibility, a laboratories must uphold three core pillars of maintenance. First is the compliance with standard and procedure. Second, qualified and fit for use instrument. Lastly, a controlled and reliable testing environment. Let's look at the first pillar, compliance with standards and procedure. This relies heavily on continuous staff training, strict record keeping, and foolproof documentation. Methodologies must be validated and every single step must be traceable. If a procedure isn't documented as far as the auditors are concerned, it never happened. Human error is the highest risk in a lab, which is why ongoing training is mandatory to keep skills sharp. The second pillar is qualified and fit for use instrument. You cannot generate world-class data on unverified gear. Every single piece of equipment must undergo correct installation qualification, be properly operated by authorized personnel, and be monitored daily for consistent performance. If an instrument drifts even slightly out of specification, the entire batch of data is compromised. And finally, the third pillar, a controlled and reliable testing environment. Analytical science is incredibly sensitive to external factors. This pillar demands regular calibration of equipment, strict maintenance schedule, and relentless environmental monitoring, like controlling temperature, humidity, and dust level. By controlling the room, we actively reduce background interference and stop analytical errors before they can ruin our results. Now, let's weigh the two sides of compliance, the benefits versus the risk of ignoring it. When a lab achieves ISO 17025 accreditation, the benefits are massive. It drastically reduces the error, leading to highly reliable data. It unlocks international recognition, making your data trusted globally, and seamlessly build customer confidence and trust. On the flip side, non-compliance carries severe risks. It causes devastating reputational damage, making regulators and clients completely lose confidence. It leads to massive financial losses because you are constantly repeating failed analyses. Worst of all, it breeds internal staff confusion and poor quality control because there are no set procedures to follow. Now that we have clear, complete understanding of what ISO 17025 demands and why it matters, there's no excuse for us to not stay accredited. To conclude, ISO 17025 is not just a regulatory checklist, it is the daily backbone of modern analytical integrity. It ensures that the science shaping our world is accurate, reliable, and safe.
ELLYNA. What are you doing here, talking all alone? Have you done training our staff?
We'll meet again next time, guys.